Hi, this is Peter Brennan here, and today I'd like to get across some concepts to you about how the pros trade. Now, one of the common misconceptions I see about trading is people sometimes believe that traders have a way of predicting the market. That's actually not true. There's no way of predicting the market unless you believe you can predict the future, and I guarantee you nobody can do that. Now, people also ask me things like, where's the euro going in 6 months? Should I sell the euro here, or should I buy this stock here? And really what you're doing when you're doing something like that is you're asking people to make a directional bet. Now, if you in the business of making directional bets, what you'll find is you get random results. Sometimes you'll be right, sometimes you'll be wrong. But overall, the chances are, in the vast majority of cases, you're going to be wrong and you're going to lose money. Now, you have to remember something about the markets. The majority have to lose by definition in the markets to pay for the infrastructure of the market. So it's actually the market's job to take your money. So to get around that, what pro traders do is they look for an edge rather than making directional bets. So what do I mean by edge? Well, let's take an analogy of a casino. Casinos have an edge with mathematical certainty, something like a roulette wheel. Casinos have it worked out over a large enough sample size, they're going to make X amount of money. This is one of the reasons why I'm sure you've heard that casinos have this comp system whereby if somebody's making a lot of money, what they do is they give them free drinks, they give them free food, and they offer to put them up in the suite overnight. And actually do that for a reason, because they know that if somebody comes in and is winning a lot, that the more they keep playing, the more likely they are to give all of the winnings back and actually lose some of the initial money they came in with as well. Now, if you're a trader and you want to survive in this business long term, you've got to approach the markets in a similar way. You've got to find a sort of an edge, and you've got to work your edge. However, there is a big difference between traders on the financial markets and casinos, and that is that you don't have an edge with very defined rules that makes it mathematically certain that you're going to make money. Markets are hyper competitive. Think about it. There are huge sums of money on the table, and you've got very sophisticated people with computers, people with PhDs in finance, and you've got millions and millions of eyeballs in almost every country in the world looking at the market. So any edges that are there are discovered very quickly and typically have a very short life. As a trader then, your job is to find these edges, recognize when these edges aren't working anymore, and move on to the next stage. Now, one of the difficulties for people new to trading is that it's often outside their normal frame of reference. Most people have a salary job where they get paid a steady income every month. But trading doesn't work like that. Trading gains are lumpy and losses are also lumpy. They come in streaks. And the reason for that is most of the time prices bounce around in a state of indecision until a dominant team develops, generating directional flows. And most traders make the best money when the markets are trending. Now, there are strategies you can use when the markets are choppy, but they don't work as well as the trending moves. The job of most traders is to catch the trend. Now, given that, it's important not to become preoccupied with the day-to-day or week-to-week volatility and to focus instead on the trend of the equity curve. You need to avoid greed and fear responses. So an example of that would be if I see some retail traders and the way they approach the markets, if they were running a casino, as soon as the first customer came in and start winning on the roulette wheel, they close the whole table down and close the casino, saying, oh my god, we're losing, instead of recognizing that over time they have an edge. Greed is also the same. I often see, I've traded for people before, and when we were doing well, they call me up on the phone and they say, take more risk, we want to make more money. And generally that's the wrong approach. You start taking more risk and you know what the outcome's going to be. Now, I say adopt a semi-scientific approach because trading is not scientific, or not fully scientific. There's also some art in there as well. So it's part science, part art. Now, there is a famous quote, I think it was Jesse Livermore, but I'd have to check, and he said the money is made during the sitting and the waiting. And basically that's very true. You've got to be patient, you've got to wait for the right moves to set up, and your job then as a trader is to catch those moves. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. Thanks for listening.